right, so all right, we're gonna get started again. Wait, is that? I'm just making sure it's not Dusty, because if it's Dusty, we'll need to let Dusty do an intro. But no. Okay, so welcome guys to the July Skater of the month. We are almost halfway, or a little over halfway through this year, I guess. That went really fast. Are you guys like me and still stuck like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Because I cannot believe we're actually in July. This feels like really weird.
Yeah.
Really, really weird. All right. And so since we're talking about July, let's actually start with the calendar. I did post a new one today. Whenever things change in the calendar, like a time or a date or an event, I will always update the calendar channel. The calendar channel is almost always completely updated. Occasionally we might have something in there like someone's birthday, it didn't get put in or is in but needs to come out. The little changes like that, I don't necessarily drop everything and repost it. But this one we do have a couple additions. Let's see here, we got Skater of the month today. Next weekend we have absolutely nothing, which honestly is kind of nice because as you guys know, pretty much since April, May, June, slammed. Like the event teams, we've had so many cool things go on. We had everything from Pride, Skateversary, Easter, graduation. We just had congrats again to you guys that graduated. Stranger Things was a huge deal on Skate, as you guys saw. The drive-in, huge thank you to Boomie, Riley, and Nin for that one. Because if you guys didn't see the area, let's say you don't want to watch it, still go check out the area while it's still up because it is such a cool venue. And so that was really exciting. So thank you to you guys for that. And what else did we have going on? We had a lot. Those few months were busy. So for 1 week, guys, after this weekend, 1 week, you guys get a full week off. The 23rd, we have a Lyrical Miracle, which is Abby's event. In fact, Abby, would you like to say a couple things real quickly about what that is?
Sure. Yay, I get to talk before BB. All right. So hi. We are doing a new rendition of Lyrical Miracle, this time being called a Lyrical Miracle EP. Extended play, the one that the album just gets more songs and it's usually better. Not really, though. It's never usually better. This is a lyric guessing game where you'll be guessing songs, artists, or even filling in missing words of lyrics or songs. It'll be a lot of fun. A lot more fun this time, in my opinion, because I'm including a lot more genres than just a couple songs from the 90s and 2000s this time. I only have like less than a quarter of it this time, but or filled out right now, but from the genres I already have pop, indie, rock, rap, country, EDM, punk, heavy metal, and just many other genres across a bunch of different songs, such. I'm also adding a new twist this time that will make it a little bit more balanced, I think. And it won't just be the Boomie, Tabby, Neve show again.
That's not what you mean.
It'll be a little bit more balanced this time. Hopefully with this new twist. It will be, as Blue said, 3 p.m. EST on July 23rd. 2 weeks from now, it will usually go for around 2 hours, give or take, from what we did last time. If you want to sign up, there is a message in Skate Talk, which I'm about to bring down for you guys, if you guys want to sign up. And if you don't want to sign up, you can always come by on July 23rd and spectate. It's pretty fun to watch all the contestants slowly lose their brain cells after like question 36, and it's always fun to see me lose my sanity because of people just don't stop talking, and I want to get through the questions as fast as I can.
I feel seen.
Same.
Yes, should feel seen.
All right. Well, thanks, Joey. Yeah, so Joey will pull that down. You guys can check it out. If you would like to be there, please react to it so that Joey can keep that in mind. Also, I want to say this past month, another thing we had was Skating Go version 2 or 2.0, I think it was called, which was a lot of fun. So once again, thank you to Yeedy and Galwixie on that because that was really cool. By the way, as you guys know, if you have ideas for events, things like that, talk to me. Like, let me know. I know we've got something coming up with MC Rocks coming up soon. There's an event that's going to be happening soon on Vanaheim that a player talked to me about. We're going to be working on that. So if you guys have ideas, if it's Vanaheim specifically because you need certain plugins or something we just can't do on Midgard, that's always an option. If it's something Midgard wise, talk to us. Let us know. This summer we have a lot more open time than usual, so just put it in the ideas channel. Or if it's something very specific that you don't necessarily want to put in the ideas channel because you want it to be a secret or a surprise, talk to me, talk to Nin, and one of us can sit with you and look at the idea and see about how we can support you for it. If it's a player run event, we just, whatever we can do to support you. If you need certain items, or like for instance with Skating Go, we ended up taking or making it so inventory stayed on for it. We can do things like that for that kind of game. So yep, let us know. All right. Also coming up, this is a tentative date. I got to talk to the event team about it, but I'm looking at July 30th for a summer bash. There is a possibility that might go to the following weekend. I got to see what they can do. But the summer bash is going to be coming up, and that will be like a big summer party. Get your swimsuits, get ready to have some summer fun. We'll have a fun playlist for that. We'll, kind of like what we did last year. It'll just be a really fun beach party. So aside from that, there's really nothing else on the calendar for this month that we need to go over. I will say that for those of you that are interested in Dungeons and Dragons, D&D, if you don't have that role, like let's say you're kind of interested but you're not really sure, get the role and check it out. We're gonna have a meeting here in the next, I will say, week. I want to see what time is good for everyone to meet because we have some players that can't do certain times. So I want to check and see times, but we're going to meet and look at setting up the next campaign or another one shot. For those of you that don't know, we just had a group go through and we did a one shot. It took two times, and it was so much fun. I was part of it. Never thought I would be a D&D person, and I loved it. Like Peachy ran it, and it was a lot of fun. Everyone that participated, which I think we had, how many did we have signed up for that, Peachy?
There was a lot of us.
Yeah, I want to say
9 people.
9, yeah. So we had 9 people, which is very, very large for D&D, but it worked really well. Peachy was extremely patient with some of us who, don't know how to play, and some of us who just can't keep our comments to ourselves. Me. And Peachy did a great job keeping everyone on track and getting to learn while we played, and we did really have fun. If you guys don't know, my character has no legs, and I was used as a catapult. It was amazing. Like, really fun. It was really fun. So D&D, so it's one of those things. I think we have a lot of areas on Skade that not everyone knows is active because maybe you don't have the role or whatever. But D&D is a lot of fun. We're going to be doing it again here soon. I don't know if we're going to go to a long campaign or just maybe another one shot, but regardless, it was fun. So that's something we had going that is really fun. Other games Thursday. So we have other games Thursday, and that is a new thing for us. And we're still trying to settle into this one because we don't know, are we going to always play Fall Guys? Are we going to play Gartic Phone? Are we just going to play something else totally random? So we're going to get that one a little bit more organized and see where we want to ping so that everyone that, let's say if you don't necessarily, play Fall Guys, but you do want to play Gartic Phone, how you can also see the ping. We're working on that side of it, and we'll let you guys know. But just know Thursdays at the same Among Us times as Wednesdays, we will be doing an alternate game. And Fall Guys, by the way, if you guys don't have it, it's huge right now. At least it's really big on Skate. We are having a lot of fun being in calls and playing together. And I believe, is it still free on Epic, guys? Do you know?
I think so, yes.
It will always be free on Epic.
It will. Okay, well, there you go. Always be free on Epic. It's, you can of course buy things like cosmetics, but you don't have to. It's kind of like Fortnite in that sense. You don't have to ever spend a penny on it. But you can play it the same as anyone else. But if you're into the cool skins and stuff, of course, there is the cosmetic side. But if you don't have it and you'd want to play with us, please get it and play. A lot of us are really bad at it, and we still have a lot of fun. It's just a fun game. All right, let me get through. I actually have a list today. Crazy, huh? All right, upcoming events, D&D. Let's talk about, all right, real quickly, I'm going to touch on 119. We hear you. We know the concerns. We understand. All I'm going to say about 119 stuff right now is we're watching what happens. We're not ready to update right now. We're still waiting on a couple pretty important plugins. And so even if we wanted to update right now, we can't. When the time comes and we're ready to update, we will find out what is happening with the chat. I know a lot of you have strong concerns about the chat reporting, player reporting. All we can say right now is don't worry about that on the Skade side. We will do whatever it is we need to do to make sure you guys are safe. It's not going to affect our server. What happens to you when you're on someone else's server, if you do get yourself banned, we can't control that. And I think that's the biggest concern that I know we have right now is, it might affect some of our players. It's not going to affect anyone here. But if something does happen to you outside of here, I don't know what we're going to do because there's really not anything that we can't really do anything about that. But we are going to, when the time comes and we're ready to update, we will have a meeting. We will let you guys know this is our plan. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to, if we need to install something, if we need to not use something, we will let you guys know our plan. And then you can say, yes, that's great. We agree. Or actually, no, Blue, I have a strong concern, and we will listen. And then we will talk as a community. As you guys know, our community, everything here is community. It's not, we're not, some form of admin team that's like, you have to do it how we want it. We don't do that. Everything that we have here on Skade, rather it be the games we play, the servers we have, it's all because of you guys. It's your input. It's what you want us to do. And so we are listening. We're listening. We're going to listen. So hold on one second, reading. Yeah, we're not worried about it as far as Skate goes. So just know that. Like, we're not worried about it. We will have a whole meeting about it and explain there are strong, valid concerns. I understand that, but it's not going to affect our servers. Okay. We will make sure of that. What happens outside of it, we can't control, but we will not make any decisions and go forward with anything without talking to everyone and making sure that you guys have an opportunity to voice your concerns, voice your ideas, and then let us tell you our plan. And then you say, yes, that sounds great. Thank you for doing that. Or, hey, that's great, but I still have a concern about this one area. You know us, we will do that. We will have a talk about that. That's kind of all I want to say about it, because I know we have players that think it's great. We have players that think it's horrible, and you're each entitled to your own opinion on it. Every opinion on it is valid. But let's just wait till we even get there before we have a big meeting about it on Skade. That's what we're saying. All right, so passing the 119, there was something I saw that I was like, I wanted to talk really quickly about teams. I was asked recently in Skate Talk, I think most of you probably all saw, about teams. Is there an opening on team? I know we've had a player who's wanted to make a team, and I want to just tell you guys a little bit how teams are ran. So each team has a lead, which I'm sure you guys know that. The leads help decide when we need more people on the team. It might be something I go to them and say, hey, I think maybe you guys could use another member or two. And the lead will say, no, we're good. Everything's fine. Or the leads might say, yes, I agree. I think we need another member or two. When that happens, we look at the players and we look at those that have expressed interest in being on the team. We look and make sure it's a good fit. If it's a good fit, and I'll use the farm team as an example. If it's someone who loves farms, loves automation, loves redstone, they work very well on a team. We've seen them in the past. They can get along with others. They, as I say, can bend but not break, meaning like if their suggestion doesn't get used, they're okay with it, things like that. And they're a good fit. We ask them, would you like to join the team? If they're not a good fit, so let's say someone wants to be on the farm team, but they don't know farms, they don't know automation, they don't know redstone or anything like that. That's not a good fit for the team, because now the team might have to train them on something that they're just not interested in. If you've ever seen anyone try to teach me redstone, you know how frustrating this is for all parties. It's frustrating for me. It's frustrating for them. It's just one of the, I should not be on the farm team. It's just one of those things that we just don't, we want to make sure you're a good fit. Now, if let's say you want to be on a team such as the birthday team is full a lot, and it has a waiting list of people wanting to be on the birthday team. So if you want to be on a team like that, just be patient. Let them know, continue to let them know. The lead of that has a co-leads. It's Evan and Peachy. And go to them and say, hey, I know you guys are full right now, but if you could please keep me in mind, I would love to join the team. Then when there's an opening and it's a good fit, then they will invite you to be on the team. That's how that works. There's really not a lot more to that. Now, I got recently said that someone wants to create a team. if you create a team, if you want to create a team, it needs to have a purpose and it needs to provide some form of service for Skate. A great example is our most recent team is the media team. And Jake came to me with that and said, "Hey, Blue, I'd like to do a social media team where we help monitor the social media of Skate. We help create the tweets. We help create the content, and we want to teach players about Skate, about not Skate safety, about internet safety, which that part's coming. We will be talking to you guys about that soon." So that has a purpose. They actually assist me quite a bit in getting me the photos ready to tweet or the TikToks made or things like that. And then I just go and post them. So that team has a really good service. And soon when they talk to you guys a bit more about internet safety, and we're going to bring in someone to talk to you guys about that, that's really important. It's helping it. Now, let's say a bunch of you guys just love science, right? And you want to do a science experiment and someone's like, "We need a science team," and I will lead it. And I'm like, you know what? Science is great. And I love doing science experiments and I think that's fun. But unfortunately, that's not a team. It's not something that is going to do a service or something for the servers or for Skate in general. I see that more as like a club. Okay. It's a little bit different. It's still a great chance for players to get together and talk about something they love, like science. But at the same time, it's not really something where what is the science team going to do for Skate? Like, how is that an actual team versus just a group of players getting together? So if we tell you no on a team, or if we have to say, yeah, that's a great idea. And I love that you guys want to do this, but it's really not a team. Try to remember that. It's kind of there's differences in how how we go about things with Skate. Now, the clubs are a great idea. I think we should try to implement some form of club. Something like that would be, for instance, like D&D, the D&D club. And maybe at some point we will have to name someone somewhat in charge of that club, depending on the club. But it has to be something that is very active. It's something that, you're going to be meeting weekly or every other week or something. And then we can look at creating an actual club. Now, the thing with the club, though, anyone would be allowed to join it, unlike a team. So a team would be like, the scribe team are all players that write articles. They're more into the journalistic side of things. And it's a closed team. The bot team, extremely closed team. You have to know how to code. You have to know how to understand language. It's very specific to be able to be on the team. A club, anyone can join. And maybe you want to be in the science club, but maybe after a couple months, you're like, I'm not really into science anymore. I'm now into drawing. So maybe you don't really want to do that. So that's kind of the difference too with something like that is one, anyone can join, and one is actually very closed off. There is a team though that is always open for players, and that is the build team. We just got done with our Nether spawn, which was fantastic. I was just there again the other day. That is an amazing, amazing, amazing build. The next one we will do will most likely be an end spawn. So for those of you that want to be on a team, but you're not really sure what you want, that's always a possibility too, until something comes open with the team that you would really like to be on. All right. I know I told you guys to talk about that at Skader of the Month. Does anyone have questions about that at all? About teams, how you get on a team, things like that? Anybody? You can unmute and ask a question if you have one. Which is your favorite team? The Valkyrie team. Just kidding. And why is it the pack team? I'm not really on the pack team. And I am on the birthday team, though. I'm an actual member of the birthday team. I'm not the lead of it by any means, but I'm a member. So, all right. So speaking of teams, this is going to lead into, I have two teams that actually have little messages for you. So we will start with BB, and BB is going to say something really quick about the pack team. And then Amoodle is going to let you guys know about some scribe stuff. So BB, go ahead.
Okay. So for the pack team, everybody got pinged yesterday. If you have the Midgard role, so you've already seen that, hopefully. We finally have the channel for the recommendations for the server pack up. So just like we mentioned before when we introduced the server pack, you guys have the ability to recommend things that you would like to see in the pack and then vote on them as a community. So the way that it's going to work for right now while we get everything set up is you can put the recommendations in there. There's like a whole little guide thing that I typed up in there too, so make sure you check that out before you make any recommendations. But basically, you'll just say what item you would like to see, why you would like to see it, maybe share a picture if you have anything. And then if players would like to see that in the pack as well, they can react to it and give it like a thumbs up. And then at the end of each month, whichever ideas have like the most reactions will get, they're more likely to be implemented. We're going to be working as a team. The pack team will be working together to figure out any limitations or anything like that. So we might not be able to get to every idea. Minecraft is pretty limited in what we can do, even with Optifine and CIT and all that fun stuff. We do still have to obey the Minecraft physics. So
And there's certain things we don't want changed out, like blocks too.
yes, so it's only going to be
music.
items. So don't recommend music, don't recommend paintings, blocks, anything like that. It's just going to be items for right now.
You want cupcakes?
Yeah. So basically, if you have any ideas for anything like that, I do think we are open to armor as well, but that is one of those things that it's a little bit harder for us to do, and that is something we're a little bit more hesitant to include because it is a little bit more, it requires a little bit more for the player side of things. So just keep in mind like the technology requirements for everything when you're making your suggestions. We'll obviously look through all of that as a team and go through these suggestions, but feel free to suggest anything you think you would like to see in the pack, and then all you guys can vote on it.
Sounds good. A snowball turned into a 3D car. I don't know if you guys saw it. We're at Lamb and Ham's birthday, but Lamb and Ham got a car for their birthday. It's amazing. All right. Is anything else, BB? Or is that it for that? I saw you muted, so.
I think that's it.
Online game.
All right. Amoodle, did you want to talk real quick about Scribe?
Yeah. Hi. If you saw the newsletter channel, on the 7th, Blue did an @ here. I posted a form. We're looking for more people to sign up to be featured in the Skader Spotlight part of the newsletter. We're about halfway through the year now, and we're out of people. So if you would like to be featured, please sign up. I'll post the link again in voice chat 1. If you've already been in the Skater Spotlight this year, I just ask that you wait for a bit and don't sign up again, and let other people have a chance if they haven't to yet. But that's all, and go Scribe.
Go Scribe. All right. Well, thank you guys. All right. So I think that's it for teams. Like I said, if you guys have ideas for teams, you want to be in a team, just reach out. Let us know. If we can make it work, we'll make it work. And if not, we can at least explain to you why it won't work. So very, very good about that. All right. So moving along, one thing I just want to say, this is kind of more yuckier and I need to talk about is I'm going to ask that you guys, we've had this rule of not sharing stuff that happens on Skade outside of Skade. It's not so much me and my friends did this funny thing and it was so funny. Things like that are absolutely fine. It's not all aspects of Skade that can't be shared. It's more the serious side, which is the life channel, the vent rant channel, the pride channel, the pandemic channel, things like that, where a player might open up and say something. Please remember how sacred that is. A big reason why players, and myself included, feel comfortable opening up in some of these channels is because I know I'm talking to my friends. I'm talking to people that understand. I'm talking to people that know me. Things I would share with you guys are not necessarily something I would share outside of this group. Maybe that could be something like, friends supporting friends too. Yep, exactly. Basically any support. Honestly, a lot of Skade. The parts that are not as much, it'd be random. But even when let's say I screenshot, because let's say something really funny is happening, Taisu does something and I'm doing something spongy, like, let's just say it's a typical random day. And something's really funny and I want to tweet it. I always ask permission. I will screenshot, I will post it, and I will ping those people and say, are you guys okay with me posting this on Twitter? And then if they say yes, I do it. And if they say no, I'd rather not, then I don't. Not a big deal. But I get their permission. Lately, we've been told players screenshotting stuff, not in the private channels, just kind of more in general, and passing that to other people that are not on Skade, and then it's getting feedback to me is coming back of why are we allowing this or why are we not allowing that, and it's a lot of unnecessary drama for people that are just not even here anymore. And so I'm just kind of reminding you guys of the rule on that, not to be sharing, even if it's not a screenshot, it's kind of still gossip, like, especially when it comes to things like the Pride channels. If somebody comes out, they're coming out to us, their friends, people that they know are safe. They're not coming out to Twitter. They're not coming out to Facebook. They're not coming out to just everybody in the world. They're coming out to this group of people that they trust. And we just need to remember that's an honor. It's an honor for us to feel, for them to feel that safe and trusted with us. But it's a responsibility to keep that trust. And sharing stuff with people outside of it, and then finding out conversations are happening outside of Skate about stuff that's, more private or, important stuff like the Pride channel, it's just not great. And so I did refresh the rules, I think last week, and I added in the no sharing screenshots. Please remember that this is a safe area. And for some of us, it's the only safe area we have that we can actually say how things are or be open and sharing things that are very important that we don't want shared outside of this. It's like a trust circle. And now if it's something like, oh, we had this event, of course talk to your friends about it. Or, oh my gosh, Mod Killer said the funniest thing today in this voice chat. It had me roll and it was funny. Obviously something like that's okay. But if something even in a voice call comes up or someone says something, that's really important or just something very to them that is not your business to share, please remember that, please, because what it causes is drama. And lately I've been getting some feedback about some drama happening outside of Skade that has to do with skaters that are not even here. And it's like infiltrating into here and it's causing players to get upset, and it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. We go way out of our way to not have drama here and to not have that kind of stuff here. And it's just not needed. So please keep that in mind. It's not one particular person or anything like that. But just as a general rule, please remember how sacred this is for a lot of us, and not be sharing that outside. Saying that, I'm going to go right into the other part, which is I've been told recently that by not allowing you guys to talk about religion and politics, I am censoring you. And I'm not. The reason we don't allow that talk has nothing to do with censorship. It is keeping you guys safe. Sadly, a very human, natural behavior is when you find out someone is either a particular religion or political party, it can change how you think of them. And this is not something I think anyone would particularly do on purpose. We are all friends here. We're family. But it can change how people look at you, especially if your political party or your religion, it does something that is very against what you personally believe. Now, that person might be your friend. You might continue to be their friend and have no issues. But the chance of having that little doubt or that little bit of, wow, I can't believe you would think this is okay, it's not needed here. We are not set up for this. We are set up as an online gaming community for autistics. A lot of people come onto Skade, players, including myself, to get away from the drama in real life of politics and religion. The last thing I want is to have that here too, because as you guys know, the world is not always great. There's a lot out there that is just really hard and really heavy, and Skade is honestly part of my escape from it. We don't have viruses here. We don't have racism here. We don't have homophobia here. We don't have any of that here. This is a nice, safe area. And to keep it that way, we really need to keep those things out. If someone feels that I am censoring you because of this, I'm sorry. If you feel like it's such censorship that I don't allow you to talk about your religion and stuff, I'm really sorry. And maybe Skade isn't for you if you are really upset about it, but I'm trying to make it as comfortable for every player possible, including myself. And I think a lot of you agree with this. I don't think this is really a huge issue, but at the same time, in the last few weeks, it's been brought up to me a couple times. Again, not really so much about the players that are here, but it's coming in enough that it feels like something I need to address. I also, as you guys might have seen in random last weekend, someone brought up censorship about me not allowing them to post something. I don't allow hate speech. I don't allow trans hate. I don't allow LGBTQIA hate. I don't allow racism. And I don't allow certain things in Life Channel that are just too heavy. And when I say too heavy, I mean too heavy for even me. We're talking huge, huge, huge things. And I think most of you understand that, I always look at Skate as when I try to make decisions, I make decisions for the youngest player we have, which would be age 14. So if something in life is just too heavy for what you would tell your 14-year-old sister or, a friend or a niece or something that's that age, or even yourself if you are 14, it's one of those things that if it's too much for them, then it's too much for your friends here. You can say things like, I'm having a really hard time, guys. I just could use some support. We will give you all the hugs. We'll talk to you about whatever we can. But if it's super heavy, and I think you all know what I'm trying to say, if it's like, I'm going to do this act today and you can somebody stop me, it's just not appropriate. And I can't allow it. Again, I was told this is censorship. And again, I'm sorry. I don't see it as much as censorship as I see it as Skade rule that I'm trying to protect everyone. And sometimes hearing those things are just too hard for young players. Something did get put in life and it got removed pretty quickly, but it wasn't quick enough to where I didn't have a few players reaching out asking me, am I please going to call the police to help someone? On the Valkyrie side, we will do everything we can, but we too are limited. We're a gaming server and we're all in different countries. And that's why you might see me often say, you need to talk to a therapist. You need to talk to your mom or dad or an IRL person, someone that can help you. Doesn't mean we don't care. It doesn't mean we don't want to help. None of that. It means we can't help. There's just sometimes we just can't do it. And trying to pretend we can could delay in you actually getting the help you need. That's in real life. So I hope you guys are all understanding what I'm saying. I'm very against censorship. I think you guys should be able to say what you feel when it comes to things. And absolutely, I'm always here to listen when it comes to things like that too. If there's something that you feel is wrong on the server, please talk to me. Please talk to me. It's kind of frustrating when I get told something that someone else had said in another call somewhere else about how they don't think it's right that I allow this or that. Please talk to me because your friend can't change it. The friend that they're passing that to can't change it. And the friend that they're passing it to can't change it. But guess who can change it? I can. And I always listen. Like I said in the beginning of this meeting, a lot of what we have here, I would say about 95% of Skade, aside from when Alyssa and I picked the seed, is you guys. Everything we have here is you guys. And we run Skade. Do I like it all? Not necessarily. There's things that I've approved and said, okay, let's do this, that I wouldn't have. Personally, I didn't really like that game, or personally didn't. That's okay. It's okay for me to not like something, a part of it, just as it's okay for you to not like a part of Skade. But I would never try to tell someone that their idea is bad or we're not going to do that. And I know you guys feel the same. Nobody's ever going to like everything 100%. And if you do, be very worried because something is probably really wrong. If something is too enticing and you have no issues at all, there's probably something hidden wrong. So yeah, I just want to make sure you guys know that if you see like, oh, I don't like how this channel's being handled, please talk to me, talk to one of us, let us know, and we'll see what we can do. If it has to do with a team, you can even talk to the team leads, let them know, things like that. All right, that's the yucky parts. Like I said, I'm so sorry. We haven't had to have any yucky talks in a while, but there's just a few things that have been coming up, and instead of just posting an announcements, I would rather talk about it. I'd rather you guys hear my voice, hear the concerns I have with allowing certain things, and give you guys a chance to have some feedback. So if anyone has any questions,
That felt
anything.
very heavy.
Yeah, had to be for a little bit because it's for the health of the server, really, to have these harder talks. It's healthy to have these talks because this way we all understand. I find it easier to understand when you speak it blue. Yeah, exactly. And sometimes in those announcements, it can come off very like I'm mad, right? When I'm really not mad, but you can't hear my tone in a post, And so sometimes the posts tend to be a little bit more blunt. It's better to talk than to ignore it. Exactly, Neeb. So let's see. All right. So does anyone have, Yidi said, Skate is family and we help each other where we can and love each other as much as we can. We will have our down days, but Skate brings us back and holds us as we play games with our friends. Skate is family forever. Exactly. And you guys, if you've ever been in a family, how many of you been in a family before? None of you? I'm just kidding. We've all been in families. And sometimes families get along. Sometimes families don't get along. Sometimes you might like your brother and the next day you might hate your brother. It's very normal to have some conflict in a family. I can't think of a time in my family that there hasn't been at least one person that had an issue with something or drives me crazy, or you know what I mean? That's part of the family. And like I said, if it's too perfect, it's almost like, uh-oh, what's going on, But the important thing is communication. The important thing is talking and saying when you do have concerns, talk about it. And then we listen and we make decisions, or maybe we can explain to you why we do something. And you'll be like, oh, that makes total sense. I didn't think of that. But you'll never know that unless you ask those questions. So all right. Well, let's finish this up. Oh, wow. For 39 minutes, we're doing pretty good. And I got through my entire list. Wow, what's happening? All right. How about we honor our Skater of the Month? I mean, that is why we're here, right? Oh, hi, BB. Nice glasses. All right. So this month's Skater of the Month won it. There was no tie. We had one player a little bit close, but this player has been a member since Skate began. They have contributed a lot, various builds, various teams that they're on. This player has put in a ton of work this past month, and clearly you guys noticed because where is Boomie? Come on up, Boomie. Congratulations. Boomie is our Skater of the Month. And I'm sure Stranger Things had a bit to do with it. Boomie did put a ton of work into that. Same with Riley and Nin, but Boomie did do a lot of work, and Boomie was out there getting you guys talking about it and getting everyone excited about it. But Boomie's on other teams as well. Boomie is on Scribe. Boomie is on Birthday. Boomie is just a great overall player. So Boomie, congratulations. Thank you. Let me get your head over here. We'll get your picture.
Is Boomie the first person who's gotten 2 Skated Months then?
No, I believe there was one other player. Yeah. So Boomie, if you want to stand here, and I will take your picture. If I can get BB to move his booty. Oops, hold on. I'm a little angled off. BB, so help me, I will send you to spawn. We may or may not have done that to each other a few times, so he knows I'm serious. All right, so Boomie, congratulations on being the July Skater of the Month. I love that you're holding the record. It's so cute. I'm gonna put the picture in here just so I don't lose it. And voice chat one. Yep, Boomie's got Kate Bush with him. So yep, and as you guys know, Boomie was also a big part of prom and the drive-in are Boomie's 2 big areas. He's also about to run a little team on the mall. So because the arcade and the theater are finally coming to life, which is very, very exciting. So
wait, what theater?
Oh yeah. We're having a movie theater. There'll be a movie theater in the mall. And it will be where you guys watch whatever you guys watch. You know how sometimes you guys go in the channel and watch stuff together, like a TV show or something. It gives you a place to do that. So yes, and Jake, I do want to talk about that real quick. One thing that did get added, and we didn't talk about it at the last Player of the Month, I don't think we did at least, is Where Is It Wednesday? I know there were some questions about how this works. So Where Is It Wednesday will be almost like a little scavenger hunt kind of thing, a treasure, I don't know what you'd call it, where you would go and try and find it. So every Wednesday, you will be able to find an item on on Midgard somewhere, and it might be in an event area, it might be at spawn, it might be all over the place. We will always give a hint where it's at and a picture that shows a little bit, just so that you can match it up. But it will be out there. Typically, I'm just gonna say, and Jake, just remind me of this. I said this. We'll say 48 hours. We will leave it on we will leave it there a solid 48 hours. We understand that what is Wednesday for some of us is Thursday for others. Others might have to work on Wednesdays and they're not able to be on, things like that. So we're going to give you 2 full days. It will still be where is it Wednesday, but because we had enough of you say it just wasn't there long enough, we're going to leave it 2 full times. This last time, I just completely spaced and didn't put the sign saying, "Congratulations, you found this week's Where Is It Wednesday."
Forgot that one.
Yeah, completely forgot. And that made it so players didn't know to hit the button. So if you missed only last week's, if you missed it, please let me know. We'll get it to you. I'll put it in your inventory or your mailbox, or if I have some on me right now, or I can give them to Jake and Jake can go give you some. It's still there too, by the way. And so, oh, did you take it out? Oh, okay. You were given two? Okay.
I removed them on Friday. I moved them like late Friday for the UK, so you should have over 48 hours to get it.
There you go. Well, but the thing I'm going to get, the reason we'll be a little more understand this one is because they didn't have the sign to say click the button. I just put some in your inventory, Jake. If you guys did not get this Wednesdays and you would like it, please go see Jake right now. Jake will get it to you. If you're not in game but you need it, just ping Jake in voice chat 1, and Jake can put them in your mailboxes. So anyway, the question is, can we get them if we forget? No, not usually. This week is a little different because we forgot to put the sign up. But normally, no. It is something that is just for those players that do like to go search for things. It's kind of it's a game is what it is. And every Wednesday, you can hop on Midgard and go find the Where's It Wednesday. You do get a special item. It might be a head. It might be a banner. It might be an item, like Boomie had, as you guys saw, had the record. And it had, we always put lore in it, and it'll have a maybe enchanted, maybe not, depends on what it is. It is something that you can't just get, so that's the cool thing about it. And it is something that's put out by the server, so it's an official item, but it is just for fun. They are numbered for you collectors out there. They're definitely numbered. If you didn't see it, like this one says 7th IIW on Midgard. So 7th, Where Is It Wednesday? So last week was our 7th. If you really want to get into this, right? And this is like, now you see how it works and you're into collecting and you really want all the items, talk to the media team and we'll see what we can do about getting you caught up. But going from here, and Jake put this in the notes, going from here, we won't be doing that. It'll be you have 48 hours to hop on and get it. Let's say you hop on and you think it's at spawn, but you're not sure, and you look and you just can't find it. Ask for a hint. We always have hints ready to go. And if one of us needs to hop on and help you look, we will. Absolutely. The media team will do that for you. So don't just give up and be like, it's too hard, I'll never find it, and get upset. Never get upset over stuff like that. Trust me, life is not worth it. Talk to us. We will do everything we can to get you to that item so that you can get it. We don't want anyone frustrated. So I would say if you're looking and after a little bit of time, and you're just really frustrated because you can't find it, please just speak up. You can ping Jake. Jake is the media team lead. You can ping Jake, and Jake will work with you on getting it. So, any questions about Where Is It Wednesday?
Everyone in the media team will know where it is. So if you really need help, then just ping one of us, and we can give you a general idea. And
yeah, anyone can help. So anyone that's on the media team, or even each other, if we see that Dia already posted a screenshot of it, then you know that you can talk to Dia too. There's not really any skater that's going to be like, no, I'm not helping you. So we don't have to worry about that. All right. One final thing. I just want to tell you guys, we have some cool stuff coming with Vanaheim. I've been teasing with you guys about the whole Summer Olympics. It's going to be happening. I think we're going to try and squeeze one more thing in on Vanaheim before that. But the Summer Olympics will be happening, which will be a lot of fun. And then there's some Valhalla changes coming. And I can tell you guys the ideas that Nina's had for Valhalla are amazing. I'm really excited. It makes me really excited to play in a creative server. And if you know me, I don't like creative servers. So very exciting stuff. So we have some new things going. We also are going to be going through the ideas channels in the next day or two and deleting a lot of ideas that we've already implemented, taking some of these ideas you guys have and implementing them, and removing them. Remember, if we remove them and don't implement it, it's not because it was a bad idea. It's just something we either can't do at this time, or it's just not the way Midgard is, run. For instance, if you guys said something like, I'd like fly the first Friday of every month. Well, we're not going to do that because we're not a fly server. But we might listen to you and say, you know what? I think we do need some more fly days. And so things like that, we do listen. Even if it's not something we can implement right now, we're listening. Fly day Friday. Oh, great. What did I just do? I made a mistake, didn't I? Sorry, Nin. All right. So any questions before we sign off for the day? There's no fight today. As you guys know, I think Nin's here at my house. So we're not going to do a fight today. It's a nice, easy day. Yep, you can go to bed. Can I go to bed? Yes, Blue. Blue? Sorry, Boomie. What's your question? I can't talk about Fight Club. That's right. We can't talk to number one rule. You think Nin is at your house? Oh, is he not? I'm pretty sure I just saw him sleeping. Yeah. He's here. He's just he's listening on Riley. So. Oh, he's at your house. Oh, I think Riley might have something to do. Oh, did I say that? Oh, sorry. I'm tired. It's been a long week, so. Nin is a house? Oh, Nin, you're now officially a house. Congratulations. I hope you can afford your taxes on that. Your property taxes. So. All right. Well, thank you guys. It's been a busy few months. I'm kind of not going to lie, kind of enjoying it being a little more quiet right now. Of course, we're filling that with other things like player events, and Fall Guys, like I said, is huge. Among Us is always really big. So Among Us Wednesdays, other game Thursdays, like I said, we're going to figure out a way to ping that one so that we can make sure, or maybe we'll vote the week before. I don't know what we'll do, but anyway, we'll figure it out. But you guys just keep being rad and everything is good. Anyone have any questions or anything before we close out? Oh, really quickly, I want to just tell this. And I think it's probably going to be the media team that runs it, but definitely if you guys wanted to take part somehow or be part of it, we'll figure it out. But I just have to share this idea because it was just so great. We've been toying with the idea of a podcast for a while. I think a lot of you guys know that. And I can't remember who it was yesterday. I think probably Boomie came up with the idea of calling it Skader Things, the podcast. Like instead of Stranger Things, Skader Things, the podcast. I love it. I really love it. Like when I about fell out of my chair, I got so excited. So if you guys are into things like podcasts, let us know. I'm not sure if it's going to be just something completely separate, if it's going to be something that's part of media. We would definitely probably involve players in that, whether it's interviewing or just chilling or hanging out with teams or what we're going to do. But it is going to be a lot of fun. I'm seeing Abby say, please, 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 I want in. Make me famous. It's just a lot of fun. It's just something, if we had 2 people that listen, that would be so fun. Like I'm not about, as you guys know, I'm 100% not about numbers. I just want to have fun with you guys. Media team should do it. It's not like we already have 30 other things to do. Yeah, we'll get it figured out. If some of you have ran podcasts in the past, you just enjoy talking like me and Evan do, yeah, let us know. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a spinoff is probably what it's gonna be. So Blue and Evan would be if me and Evan were the hosts, nobody would ever get a word in. Can you imagine? Evan and I are like a 2-person show that could talk for 24 straight hours.
We normally do that anyway, so.
Yeah, pretty much. If you've been in any meetings with us, you know that. 3-hour episodes of us trying to say one thing. I'm going to speak one sentence every half an hour. We'll figure it out. We'll come up with something. But do you guys like the name? Because the name is just, that's what sold it for me. I'm like, Skader Things, the podcast. We need a logo. We need t-shirts. A separate podcast called Evan Blue. Yeah, that sounds about right. For those of you that are fortunate enough to not have to be in calls with me and Evan together, I can tell you it's probably extremely painful for everybody else. So pretty sure everyone can agree on that. I heard Peachy, I was in a call and I think it was Peachy had said, it's so quiet in here. Oh, Blue's muted. And Evan's not here. When we're not in calls, it's insane how quiet it is. It's like, people are like, am I allowed to talk now? Like pretty funny stuff. So, all right, guys, like I said, a lot going on. If you're into Dungeons and Dragons, take that, role, hop in with us. If you've never played it and you're like me and thought, oh, I will never play that game, play it. It's fun. We might have to get a couple different groups going. I'm thinking if we get more people, maybe separate, split or something. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. We're having fun. Our D&D club is called Hellfire Club. Shocker, right? I know. Shocker. But it's fun. All right, guys. Well, thank you for being here. Half of you guys are just call, half of you are in game. So thank you for being here. Those of you in Asgard, hi, I'll see you soon. And yeah. So that's it. Meeting over. I'm gonna get the rest of Boomie's signs up before I forget, because you know me. If I don't do it now, I will forget.
I came to this kind of late, but I started recording when I did join, and could I do my outro now?
Yeah, absolutely, Dusty.
Thank you all for watching. This has been me, Dusty Circuit here, and if you like what you saw, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see my next upcoming content, be sure to hit the bell for notifications. And peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out. I'm gonna go